Hello everybody, welcome to Built on Faith Homestead. Today we're just going to do some we had some questions that were asked on the last video, so we're going to answer a few of those questions, such as, what can you do for free to kind of get started, kind of what is homesteading, what is farming, those kinds of things, and we're going to show you kind of what we're up to today. There's nothing real specific about today, but we are going to try to get some of this stuff done. Today we are really truly just putting away food is all about today. Today the girls have been out picking up walnuts. I'm coming to see how much they've got picked up, so you guys will get to see that too. And we're canning tomatoes and pepper rings and green beans, and then here in a day or two we're going to put up a greenhouse and work up a deer. So this week is all about getting ready for wintertime. So stick along with us and get some of those questions answered from our perspective anyway, and see what we're up to today.
Ready, Leah? Jesus loves me. Jesus loves me. The Bible tells me so. Little ones to Him belong. They are weak, but He is strong. Yes, Jesus loves me. Tells me so.
That looks really good, girls. Can you tell them what you've been doing?
So we've been picking, Dad said to pick up walnuts, but Leah headed to the chickens, and I said, come on, pick up walnuts. And we got in a fight, then Dad said we can go back up to picking up walnuts. And so we come back to pick up walnuts, and this is how much we came with.
So you guys got in a little argument about the deal? Yeah, it happens. You got walnuts.
Put them in there.
Keep collecting them, and we will get them all put up into this wagon. I think Leah likes riding in the wagon more than anything.
Yeah, but it's more heavier.
Yeah, and we will get them processed up. We might as well use them this winter. What do you think?
Yeah, probably.
Yes, probably so. What do you think, Leah? You like the walnuts?
Yeah, probably.
Probably. Okay, guys. So in keeping with our theme of putting away food today, what are you two up to?
So we're breaking beans, and we're already done. And we was racing which one will be faster.
Break beans the fastest.
Yeah. So that's our chicken bucket. It's pretty nasty right now. Needs cleaned up. If you want to show your woman love on the homestead, you clean out the slop bucket every once in a while, huh? Yeah. Bo, he just woke up. He's mad because nobody's paying him attention. And Leah just went to sleep. We got the tomatoes in the canner. Gonna have to do another round of tomatoes. Our green beans are pretty lackluster this year. We've put a few quarts of green beans up, but not many. Maybe another 2 or 3 quarts today, but every little bit helps. Alright, so we were asked a few questions on our last video. I want to answer a few of them, not all of them, but a few of them here. One of them that got asked is like, what are you guys doing this week and today and all that kind of stuff. And really today and this week for us is just putting food away. We have an excess amount from our garden because a big freeze was coming. And so today is all about putting food away. We have that deer that we still need to work up that's been on ice for a few days. You say, ooh, yuck, it's been on ice for a few days. Trust me, it will be an excellent, excellent thing to leave it on ice. You drain the water off, and then you put fresh ice on the top if it needs it. I've let them go as long as 9 days, and they are delicious if you do that. I promise you, it's a good thing. One of the things that got asked is like, what could you do for like free that doesn't cost any money? And if you want to start being self-sufficient as possible, I think one of the best things you can do for zero cost or almost zero cost is to start to learn some of your wild edibles that are around you. Whether that be certain greens like plantain weed or dandelion weed, or whether that be nuts like walnuts or hickory nuts, or whether that be berries like blueberries, mulberries, strawberries. What might you have that grows wild and locally around your area? No matter where you live in this world, there's going to be some sort of wild things that grow in your area that are edible. And a lot of times you already are paying for internet of some sort. You can start to begin to research that. And the crazy part about that is that's all going to be very local to your area. So we have different things here that are edible that we can eat versus what you might have in Florida or what you might have in New York or California, right? I would think, to me, if you are going to get started on this, that is a free, semi-free, mostly free way to get started. And then also, if you don't mind spending a little bit of money, try to find ways to grow a little bit of food, whether that be just lettuce, right? Just something, if you can grow it in your windowsill or in a tub from Walmart, get you a clear tub and use it like a little greenhouse and try to grow a little bit of lettuce in your tub. Just something like that, right? Something to just get started. I had another interesting question I didn't expect, right? Like, what is homesteading or farming? And you know, I really wrestle with even calling our channel like a homestead channel, right? Because homesteading today is not what it used to be, right? Way back when, the government would give you a set amount of acres, I think it's like 160, and you had like 5 years to improve that, and then that land was yours. We don't have that today. So when I think of modern kind of homesteading, it would be, to me, it would be explained this way. It would be growing and harvesting and even raising animals, whatever you can do to get as self-sufficient as possible, to grow your own food and those kinds of things. That to me is kind of modern day homesteading. As much as you can possibly do yourself or network with local people that, you know, say maybe have dairy cows or something, you can trade with them, something like that. To me, that is modern day homesteading, to where farming I think of more that you are raising animals or crops for the intent to sell them to make an income. Now, you can do that with homesteading as well. That is not where we are at right now. We are trying to get to the point where we are raising, growing, butchering, harvesting, catching, killing all of our own food, and we get to the point where we are good with that. Then we'll think about maybe upsizing a little bit more to try to sell some stuff. But also it means, like for our chickens, right, we would like to raise enough where we can sell a few pullets for those pullets to pay for the feed. That way we're getting our eggs and those kinds of things for free. And so that's just a few of the questions that were asked. Once again, baby steps. Start off small. We've addressed this in some of our earlier videos, but for us, the very first thing we ever did was we had some oil lamps that were actually my mom and stepdad's in a shop of mine. And when me and my wife first started talking about doing this, that was one of the very first things we did, was we went and got those oil lamps, got some lamp oil, and started at night when the lights go out. Instead of leaving the lights on of a night, we would light those oil lamps and turn the lights off. And then it was wild edibles for us. And I've kind of got a gardening background, and so does my wife. Grew up doing those kinds of things, and grew up hunting and fishing. But for us, them first real steps was just lighting the oil lamps and learning about wild edibles, and just kind of going from there. One thing I will say, right, use those baby steps. Don't just try to do it all in one shot, and it'll be a good thing for you. We appreciate you guys watching, and we will catch you next time.